Oh, sorry guys, technical.
Is it on?
I believe. Hi guys, welcome to Spooky Tales and Cocktails. My name is Lupe. This is Jasenia, and I have two special guests. We have the Zen Taco,
How's it going, everyone? It's your friendly neighborhood weed here.
and then we have my mom, Christina. Say hi. And today's episode, well, before we start an episode, we have to share a drink. What are you drinking, Jasenia?
Me, I ended up getting a michelada sandia one.
And me, my favorite White Claw, cranberry. What about you, Taco? What are you drinking?
Only the best of the best anime thighs.
You? And she's drinking soda. No. Well, today we're gonna be sharing some scary Reddit stories. Do you guys have one to share, Taco?
Ooh, why yes, I do. I have one that actually found us looked that sounded pretty cool because it had to do both with bartending and a hotel, so it sounds pretty cool. Are you ready? It started with this. I was working as a bartender at a hotel that a flight attendant was murdered in room 354 at about a year before the incident. Anyhow, it was close to closing time when the mod, a very small woman, comes into the bar and tells me she needed my help. It seemed the fire panel was showing an alarm in room 354, which had been somewhat clean and left vacant since the murder. So the two of us go up the elevator and start heading down the long L shaped corridor. As we rounded the corner, we can see papers had been shoved under the door from inside of the room with "Help me" written on
Hi, Addie.
them. So the manager puts her master key in the lock and opens the door to pitch black in the room, where we heard, "Thank God you have finally come." We both instinctively jump back and then see one of our maintenance workers stroll out the door. It seemed maintenance had been using the room for storage, and once he went inside the door, the knob was broken off on the inside. There was no lights or phone in the room, so he held his lighter up in the fire alarm. Scary.
You know what? I've been seeing on Reddit that there's a lot of bar stories because the bar story I read is technically, well, there was this lady that came in and she knew the bartender because she was the regular that would always go there. And then this one time that, well, the lady was into like serial killers and she'll talk about them like fangirling and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess one day she met these two guys that just came randomly and she was drinking to the point where she got wasted and stuff like that. She ended up going to another bar and then but she left with those two guys to the other bar and then that other bar they drugged her, they killed her, and the reason how they found out that they were serial killers is cuz they caught both of them in the act murdering her, like shoving her in the duffel bag after they killed her. So, it's crazy
That's
how
messed
all
up.
these bar stories are. But you just said, did you find any crazy stories?
um, well, before I read my Reddit story, I know it's a bar you guys were talking about, but it kind of reminded me of like I don't know if you guys seen it's like a hotel and they're complaining that they're screaming and fighting in the next room, and they catch it all on camera on the hallways, and then they're radioing, right? And he's like, "Hey, yeah, I hear the scream." He opens the door, unlocks it, and when he unlocks it and goes in, you could see like a shadow like run out, and so he's in there. He's like, "Hey, all the furniture is upside down. The rug is scratched. The carpets are scratched. Like, call the cops." Have you guys seen that video? Dang. I wish I could have sent you guys the link, but kind of reminded me of what you guys were talking about.
No, yeah, that's
So,
what I was telling him, that there's like a lot of spooky bar stories. But go
Way
ahead. So.
yeah, way too much crazy stuff happens in bars. Oh my gosh.
yeah, especially with all those spirits, huh? Supposedly spirits, aka alcohol. I'm just kidding. Okay, so it's kind of long, you guys, but I'll read it. It's titled "Strange Things Been Happening in My." Hi, this is not overly scary or concerning, but I am a little freaked out and would like people's opinions. So yesterday, or maybe the day before, I found a piece of toilet paper. A single square piece. Not alarming, I know, but there was a drawing of a smiley face. I am a father of two, so went downstairs and asked my partner if kids have drawn on any of the toilet paper. She replied no, for reference they are 2 and 1 years old, so they can't really draw anything. That could be like the face anyways. My partner says it wasn't her either, and I cannot remember doing it. But I do smoke a lot of ganja and can be forgetful. So I just thought maybe I drew it a while back and just forgot or something. Fast forward to the next day after fighting this one bear on my mind, my missus destroyed the piece and put it into the bin. I took my son. Wait, I'm sorry, that confused me. My missus destroyed the piece and put it into the bin. I took my son for a nap at lunchtime today, and he sometimes climbs off the low bed and tries to get to the PlayStation pads. This day he did just that. Anyway, he went asleep eventually, and I must have fallen asleep with him. When I woke up, I noticed in that place where I store the PlayStation pads, there was another piece of toilet paper with another smiley face. And this has gave me chills as my partner and daughter weren't home. And when my son was messing with the pads, I would have definitely noticed it before. But it was there after we woke from the nap. Really freaked out. Either I'm going nuts or something's not right. So I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't really. Yeah.
So was she
I don't know if
tripping
anything's
out
scary till they.
on ganja?
I don't know if he was trying to be funny. So
That's
Oh,
sorry
creepy.
I was
about that.
gonna say.
Basically, a piece of toilet paper randomly has been showing up with a smiley face. Um, yeah,
I think that he was probably tripping out.
yeah, because he said he's been smoking a
Oh
lot of ganja.
yeah.
Or maybe someone's pranking them, which would be super funny. But think about it. If you weren't expecting that, that'd be so freaking creepy. Like, dude, why does it keep coming up?
Yeah.
But anyways, guys. Oh, Jasenia, do you remember when we were talking about the John Gacy? Right?
Yeah.
Saying his name. Remember that I read a Reddit story? I guess too. It had to do with the clown, and it turned out that he was a killer clown. You remember? Like, I guess he was gonna go trick or treat. Stayed home trick or treating. She stayed with her grandma, and then she saw a clown at the door,
Oh, right, right.
and then she thought she was like tripping out or something, but she wasn't. There was an actual clown, and he wouldn't leave. He was just standing there, and then he went to go stand by the window, and then she left, and she was just so freaking scared that she ended up going with her grandma. And after that, she went with her grandma. She didn't want to tell her grandma what she saw, but she grandma. Ya después, apparently she saw the same happening to the neighbor, that the neighbor lights went out, and it was I guess a clown, and then the clown left the girl a note saying that something he was back for her. So it ended up being a serial clown that ended up cleaning the neighbors next door instead of them.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a. You said a Reddit story too, huh?
Yeah, but that's what was it, like 4 episodes? Cause I remember it was one of our first one or two. But what about you, Zen? Is there any other Reddit stories I've read or any?
Hmm. One of the ones that I that's still like, man, it's crazy. So it's I'm gonna paraphrase because I don't have it up. I was reading it a while back. It was like a few like months ago, but it was the craziest thing. All right, so single dude that used to that pretty much inherited his parents' house, right? So he's been living there for like, oh my god, I don't know, like I think like something like 30 something years. He ended up inheriting it, and pretty much all I think it's like I think it was a 4 bedroom house, and he only pretty much he left everything kind of how it was. Uh, Dude comes home, pretty much works regular 9 to 5 every day, and then the only thing he doesn't do any drugs, he doesn't do any kind of weird anything. He didn't believe in any spiritual ghosts or nothing like that. He's like he always chalked it up to like, oh, because the house was like super old. It was like built in like in the 40s or 50s, so you'll hear it creak when it's cold. So anyways, one night comes home because he comes home after work late night, and he sees the door cracked open. So he's like, what the hell? So he goes in, and everything's off. Turns on the light, thinking that someone probably broke in, and he's like, oh man, he's like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to fight this guy that's in here. So he, pretty much he just happened to use a flashlight on his phone, kind of walks inside very quietly, goes to the kitchen, goes and gets a knife, and then he pretty much starts searching every room. And it's a 2-story house. So the funny thing is that when he walked up the stairs, he said that there was no light on. He checked his room, checked the other bedroom, and then where his parents' room was, somehow for some reason the door was closed and the light was on. So he's kind of like, dude, he's like, what the? He's like, he could have sworn it was never on. So with knife in hand, walking to the door, opens it up, and walks in, checks it, goes to the master bedroom, sees nothing, right? Nothing at all. But he hears the door for that room slam close, just wham. And then he said after that, he thought, oh shoot, the guy must be running down the stairs. But he didn't hear no footstep going down the stairs. And then apparently, though, he said the weirdest thing happened. He goes, as he was like starting approaching the door to open it and go downstairs, before he opened it, all of a sudden he heard this like commotion the in the kitchen. It's like it sounded like someone was like down there with the baseball bat just smacking stuff, right? So pretty much he ends up opening the door, running downstairs, and mind you, the front door when he came in, he had closed it, locked it, and made sure that no one would be able to come out. I think he said he put like a chair in the way so that he would know if someone leaves to there. Goes downstairs, and his kitchen it's ruined. All any electrical appliances like pretty much on the floor. Um, every single drawer and plates like on the floor, but somehow none of the plates are broken. Forks, knives, and spoons all over the floor, being it's thrashed. I mean, it's the craziest thing ever. But anyways, so he said he gets out. He said, pretty much he already checked the house. He calls 911, has them come out, and they check the house and they go, yeah, there's no signs of anyone that tried to attempted to get in. They didn't see no signs, no breaking, no nothing. They go, yeah, I'm not sure, man. And they made fun of him and go, maybe it's just a ghost you have. Uh, Safe to say that he was so scared he didn't know what the hell was going on. What he ended up doing was that night he pretty much ended up getting a hotel room, didn't go back home for like a few days, and pretty much just chalked it up to some weird occurrence. Pretty much from that point on, he became a believer in the paranormal, and he just pretty much never felt right with the house, so he ended up selling it like that same year.
Wouldn't be able to live in a haunted. Well, I think
Yeah,
we have in the even now we still do. Yesenia over
no,
here
yeah.
said
A little bit.
seen but what was the house that we now current.
Hmm.
Oh, I don't know. Why is YouTube chat broken? Oh. We haven't posted.
Yeah, this is
I don't know.
this
We're
is
not
literally
consistent,
our second attempt to do the YouTube live, but I'm not coming at it.
Oh, I
and
see
then
what
we
you're
don't really
saying.
do lives either. We just do
Mm,
record.
Sorry, scary stories.
oh,
No, that's what I was gonna
don't worry,
say. You know
don't
what?
worry, Lena. I know
So,
exactly what you're talking about. They're talking about the actual chat on screen. It is broken. Yeah. I'll fix that. Not in a bad way. It's just you gotta set it up. Takes a little while.
um,
You do it. I could do a quick one, chat. Here, I got you, chat. Hold on.
okay, well, while Fernando's doing that,
You guys
But
can
like,
listen
hi,
to his
Lynn.
voice.
Hi, Addie. Hi, Hannah. Hi, the real Bob.
the real Bob. Okay. No, okay, Lupe. So he was talking about the guy being skeptic, right?
Yeah.
Um, have you ever felt skeptic and then something like happened to you and you were like, oh shoot, I
To
actually.
be honest, there's no skeptic word in my vocabulary because every paranormal anything has happened to me. Well, almost every.
Okay, so which one was the one that you were actually like, yeah, they're real, ghosts are real?
My mom's house. That's why I'm. That's why every time like we would post our videos and stuff, I would talk about my mom's house because at that lady's house, that house is haunted, like paranormal. Like in the first bedroom, you would hear a baby cry. The second room, stuff falling out in the closet. Third room, you felt actually somebody get dead. So that was for me that skeptic.
That is insane. Remember you were talking about that there's a little girl that um appears in your mom's house.
Oh, she still
I wonder.
does. She makes her appearance.
I want to ask your mom, like, has she seen anything or anymore?
I would ask her, but you see the seat over here. She handed a
Uh
had
oh.
a leak.
Oh, she's too cool.
Thanks, chat. You guys are on screen now.
Hi, Gail. Am I saying your name
Um,
right? I hope I am. I'm sorry, but
yeah,
but oh,
maybe.
you have good ones too. The stuff that would happen to you with Addie. I don't think you ever talked about it. Remember before you baptized?
Yeah, with my daughter, I think
I think she would see stuff. No, which is
she was
what Chanek
like
is.
yeah, she was like about 3 years old. She started she started having like night terrors, which means like she would like I guess still be sleeping supposedly, and she had her eyes open and she was screaming like on the top of her lungs, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? And there was one night that she said, she's like, there's a monkey right there, like, and it was like she was pointing in the closet, and I was like, what the? But in that same apartment complex, there was like it's a gutter, so there's like a little stream, stream.
Oh yeah.
And my brother rented in those same apartments too, and he said that he saw a lady on the foot of his bed with black long hair, and he like got up and he said he chased after it. I don't know, I wouldn't. Well, he chased after it and then it disappeared in the living
But it also has to do because those apartments are right next to Lincoln School, and if you guys know Lincoln School in Escondido, that school is
room.
haunted. Right?
Oh, no, no,
Is
no.
it those or is it different?
No, the Lincoln Elementary is said to be haunted here in Escondido, California. By the way, we're in Escondido, California, guys. Whoever's watching. And Lupe's in Vegas, Nevada.
But my mom
But
has a really she came back. My mom has a really good story, and this is a real actual possession that happened to my uncle, and I'm not even lying about it because it happened. My mom's gonna tell you guys the whole story of how it happened. You're gonna have to say,
She's on the phone.
yeah, she's on. Sorry.
Don't worry. Nothing but professional here. Don't worry. All good.
Yeah, we're professional.
Or you could have stayed in Spanish. Sorry, my
Translated at the
yeah.
end.
Hey, my brother-in-law, he live in Mexico. He would have like the exorcist, like every time, like he was possessed. He would leg. He would be shaking his leg, and suddenly he running out the door. Stop him, or sometimes stop. Um, watch the movie. Lifting up. And it was scary because I mean,
All right, that's crazy.
that of him. He would like as soon as he like elevate himself and fall down, start shaking his foot, running out. Sometimes nobody could stop him. One day, what? Yeah, and he almost fell down. I don't know what happened that falling the hill.
Story.
I'm going to tell in Spanish.
So, ¿cómo empezó la? So it started off because they lived in a house in Mexico, a little small house. There was a lady that lived because in Mexico, you know how you're able to build houses right on property. My grandma had one little casita, and then she had her own house. That little casita, she rented it out, which was one of which which was one of the ladies that was into like doing Buddhism, like craft and like call upon the devil and stuff. So, ¿qué pasó?
Corrí como poseída. Sabíamos ni cosas que hacía las cosas como porque él se llevaba en la cama. Aparte, siempre le temblaba un pie y
So they're saying that after they kicked out the lady that lived in all this stuff started happening, and it started happening to my uncle because my uncle's in that house, and once he started staying there is when everything started happening.
a lo que la vida.
So a priest ended up dying cleansing my uncle. That's the story, guys. But
Well, so the priest that cleansed your uncle died?
he died. Yeah, he gave his life so my uncle.
Oh,
Jeez.
wow.
And it is true because now till like right now I know it's messed up, but my uncles make fun of him that he. Yes. Salió la cara del how do you say a spiritual? Is that what you call it, Chicha? It's I mean Jasenia. They ended up so my grandma ended up going with somebody that does to clean my uncle and stuff. Not my uncle, the casita itself. And they told her to burn like a lot of the spicy peppers there is. And when she
Huh?
burned all the spicy peppers, you could see the image of the devil. So
Oh,
she
on
said,
the
in
burnt
yeah,
ceiling, right? Is that what she
yeah.
was saying? That's insane. Oh.
But Hannah, I
Wait,
see, huh? Sorry.
but we didn't even tell anybody what we are. We're supposed to be like our costumes.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Jasenia, what are you?
I'm supposed to be a zombie cheerleader.
I'm a pirate. Howdy, young.
Wonder
How?
I'm not a cowgirl. Wait, what? What did the pirates say? Err. There you go. Alright. What are you, Zen Taco?
I am the almighty Deku.
Hey, you hear the applauses?
Wait,
But I see somebody wants to share a story. Hannah, she said, well, Zen, IDK how to say it story wise, but I think I told some of mine before. If you remember.
I don't remember. I think the only thing was like late night. I don't 100% remember. I think she said like something was like shaking her bed or something. I so woke her up.
oh,
I don't remember.
You want to share your story, Hannah? We could read it.
yeah, I wonder if she was literally knocked out and then she starts hearing a vibration like an earthquake and it's like, no, it's not an earthquake. That's
That's
insane.
it's so crazy how I experienced my first earthquake over there in Cali. Oh, sorry guys, I'm. Is that the
That's
only
fine.
story you have right now?
Oh, for
Is
right
she a busy
now,
woman?
well, that's insane. Oh, that's, I wanted to ask your mom if the little girl is still there
Oh,
haunting
she wants to
that.
know if you're hot. That's in your. Yeah, cause you've seen the worst. That's why. That's on period. No, I'm just kidding. That is
Period.
true.
go to my house. Not
But what's the
That's
scariest thing you've ever seen, if I can ask, if you remember? Like, would you be able to describe it?
I want.
okay, Hannah.
Suicide himself.
Oh, wow.
Suicide himself.
Um,
I can't.
That's traumatizing.
Yeah, but that is. But you're saying that you just saw him. He didn't say anything. He was just right there
And
standing
it's
on by
crazy
the
how the
door.
neighbors saw the rope and he did.
That's true.
It's pretty funny because sometimes, I mean,
Dad.
as an audience,
So I see where they're coming. You have to understand. Is gonna. What if they did?
Yo,
Yeah,
there's a lot
but
of people that
a lot of people are.
yep, very true. I did find a story though, if you guys wanted me to share it. It
Okay.
has to do with Halloween. Yeah, so this is like I guess from this redditor about 12 years ago. So he's probably an adult now because he was 7. Anyways, it starts like this. It says, I'm not sure how freaky it is since it's not paranormal or anything. But when I was 7 years old, I went on a walk with my babysitter on Halloween. So I guess they went trick or treating. It says, we were walking back a mile or so from my house on a fairly busy road. And about halfway there, she says we should play Simon Says. At first, we walk faster, then skip, then jog lightly. Then she says, Simon Says, run as fast as you can. Simon Says, turn here. I was slightly confused, but played along. As we turned down the driveway, I looked back and saw 2 guys chasing after us, one with the bat and the other with the knife. We ran up the house, and some old people living there let us in, thankfully. At the time, I didn't gasp how fucked up it was that we were getting chased, and I still have no clue why they were there. TLDR, 80s punks with weapons chased myself and my babysitter when I was a kid on Halloween. Heck no.
Tell me why it kind of reminds me of the actual Halloween. You know when the little girl dresses as a clown?
Hmm.
It reminds me kind of. Or you guys don't remember the beginning of the Halloween? I think it's the first.
I think it's a boy, isn't it? A little boy?
No, it's a
Like, what's going
girl.
on? Okay, no, I don't remember it then. Oh,
So don't forget, chat. Watch your surroundings at all times on Halloween. All right, you never know who wants to go,
Supposedly they
murder
say
spree.
they also say to I don't know if they're a serial killer. No. But that is true. Like imagine all the I know. Well, yeah. Imagine all the serial killers coming out in Halloween. I'm pretty sure they're not stupid. You know, they come out. Halloween.
Hmm.
You know, talking about that, it reminds me of the clowns when you know how I think was it 2019 where there was a bunch of sightings of clowns and they were just running, you know, after you, chasing you and stuff like that. And I remember that Halloween year, it was very lonely. Well, over here at least.
Hmm. It was
No?
it was it was scary. It was crazy because in some other states they were getting shot up, the clowns, and they don't want to do that.
We should definitely go to the clown hotel.
I heard
The
it's creepy,
I heard
Carlos.
it's haunted.
but
Here
they're
there's
also
a
really run down.
cemetery.
Or we could go to that museum. My friend went to it. That museum you wanted to go to it. What is it called again? The Zach.
Oh, Zach Bagman's Museum.
Yeah, she said she went and it was.
Yeah, they
And
have
I
these
guess you
sign
have
like
to pay another extra like $50 to get the like scared. But she's like, I'm not gonna pay $50 because I'm already getting scared.
yeah,
She says like when you know when you have like you just feel like so out of it, like the energy and the vibe once you enter is like you feel like oh how to
me?
like sick, like a headache, you know, like bad vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys, are you guys ready for Halloween?
It's on a Monday. It's on a
Oh, it's on
Monday.
It's
Tuesday.
on Tuesday.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's on a Tuesday. Sorry.
it's okay.
Yeah.
Same difference. It's still during the week, so it's like whatever's.
But also, have you guys seen the Nun 2? I really want to watch the Nun 2. I heard
Oh
it's
no, I'm really
really.
watching. I wonder. You know
Imagine
how I was
all
showing
the nuns.
what all the nerds.
I bet there's a lot of stories behind that only know that happened. Catholic.
Hmm.
Uh huh.
Has to be
Yeah.
creepy stuff happening there. Back in the days they used to do some crazy stuff.
Well, supposedly, like religion wise, they're supposedly saying that the Catholic the what is it the Pope talks
Hmm.
to the what do you call that person that's the freaking the devil. It's like you know how in Catholic we have like the
Wait,
Pope, but for their religion, what is it called? Their religion like that.
Satanism.
Yeah, him. The but the biggest the he's like a pope to them.
Isn't it kind of funny that they use the same terminology even though you're a Satanist?
And so oh but yeah, as I was saying, they both talk to each other and they shake each hands. And the Pope supposedly they put a picture where the Pope is on his knees kissing one of the Satanist hired whatever Pope whatever. I don't know what is he called like a Satanist?
Illuminati. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, there you
Illuminati.
go,
Yeah.
Illuminati.
Jesus Christ.
That's weird.
I feel like in this world we're in hell.
I feel it.
Suffer.
Hey, chat. Curious. What are you guys doing on Halloween?
Halloween? I have
Trick or
no idea.
treating,
Hopefully trick or treat and get home and
punking
watch.
little kids and get their candy. And I'm just kidding.
What?
So mean. I can see you literally getting like the pillow. You know, you're already halfway on the pillow bag candy, and you go and swing at a little kid, knock them out.
Oh, Lynn said playing Smash.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
Smash.
smash, smash mailboxes. I'm just kidding.
I'm taking the
Yeah,
kids trick or treating for a little bit.
yeah,
I'm
but
gonna be
this,
working, guys, for the third.
Hmm.
What are you gonna be doing?
I'll probably try to take the kids out trick or treating and then come home and try to watch something scary.
Nice, nice.
What else is there to do?
Go,
Nothing
Um,
much.
go. First adults to go drink adult juice at the bar. No, I'm just kidding.
I can literally take a coffee cup and drink it while they're trick or treating.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
you know,
So this is what I was gonna tell you guys though. You know, I had sent you the video of like the police stories where they're actually catching video of these weird, creepy things that they catch when they go on call.
it's really
Ooh.
crazy how they're like they catch a lot of freaking. I'm so curious how they stay sane.
Who knows? Especially when they're doing night shift.
Oof.
But I had found a couple of stories too, uh, on here on the web. If you wanted me to share, you know, one of them.
Man,
Okay, so this is by I'm believing correction officer. The title is Cell Number One is Empty. I've seen a lot of things in my career, things that would make a citizen doubt my sanity. From being dispatched to chase a UFO to responding to calls of ghosts. But the most unusual thing that happened to me was witnessed by several officers and one dispatcher. One evening, I brought in a guy for domestic violence, and as he was a bit rowdy, I was joined in a sergeant and another patrolman. I'm in the process of booking Mr. Tough Guy when I glanced into cell number one. There was a guy in there, short haircut, glasses, a white t-shirt, just staring at us. I ignored him because I didn't want him to start banging on the window demanding a phone call or something. So I finished the booking process and escort Mr. Tough Guy to his cell. Walking past cell number one, the guy in the cell just stood there, never saying a word or moving. We all then leave booking and go about our business. Sometime later, Sergeant asked me to check the paperwork for the prisoners to see if any were ready to transport to the county jail. I grab the paperwork and go into booking to do a head count. Cell number one is empty. I panic and I tell the sergeant, who also panics, and he and I begin to make phone calls to the detectives to see if they moved the guy or had released him. They all say they didn't go into booking at all. I then checked the computer and paperwork again, and the head count was accurate. No one had been placed in cell number one. We go to the dispatch office to check the surveillance video for booking. We rewind the footage to where I can be seen booking my prisoner. We fast forward to the point in the video where we all walk out. As soon as we walk past the door, the guy in number one blinks out of existence. We were all freaked out by the occurrence, believe you me. I don't know if that was a misspell.
Hmm.
When we try to transfer the video to a DVD and a USB drive, the guy in the cell did not appear. We still hear and see stuff every now and then. And prisoners in the detox tank can be seen talking to someone in the direction of cell number one, even though it appears empty. To this day, I'm wary of going into booking alone. This guy was named Marco Castillo, so I'm guessing he was a cop, right?
that's
Yeah,
imagine
there
the
was a.
cops see that. The
Mm.
cops already see that, but imagine what the nurses see at the
Oh,
hospital. Cause that's what my
yeah.
mom was telling me is when my mom used to work at a hospital, and in that hospital said that there was this one specific room where she would see the old man, and when she came to find out that person passed away.
You know what's crazy? I found a story of a psychiatric nurse. Hmm.
Oh, okay. That was. Let's hear it.
Says I'm a psychiatric nurse, and early in my career, I worked at a residential mental health facility. One of our residents was an elective mute, which means that he didn't, wouldn't, couldn't talk, but there was no medical reason as to why. He had spoken early in his life and in fact seemed quite normal back then, with the exception of being close to 7 feet tall. Dang, he's tall. Damn.
Yeah, he's tall.
He'd been raised in the deep south and joined the military when he was 19. But one night he vanished. He was declared a AWOL, and eventually he was declared missing and dead. 10 years later, a 7 foot tall man walked into the VA hospital emergency room in my part of the Midwest and said to the receptionist, "My name is Marion." Don't even know his last. Okay, well, anyways, just go with Marion. Anyways, and I've been dead for 10 years. Those were the last words he ever spoke. He was covered in dust. He was wearing the same clothes he'd been reported to be wearing the night he vanished. His social security number had not been used and he had no identification on his person. However, they were able to identify him, I guess via fingerprints. The family was notified, but they said they had already grieved their lost man, and that whomever was claiming to be him simply couldn't be. They demanded not to be contacted again. Damn. Maroon paced all day, every day, moving his mouth that looked like talking or muttering, but no sound came out. He had what is it? An unreal habit of throwing his head back with his mouth wide open, as if he were laughing hurtfully, but not even his breath could be heard. If I talked to him, he appeared to listen, periodically throwing his head back in laughter, mimicking way of his. Various medications were tried, but none to the effect either positive or negative. Occupational therapy did nothing because Mario was just grin, and unless told to stay put, he'd get up and start pacing again. On my last day at the job, the last thing I saw was Maron pacing in the parking lot, throwing his head back to laugh. Later, I wondered if all along I'd been dealing with a ghost. All these years
Oh,
later, I still don't know.
crazy.
That's creepy.
Do you
That would
think
make
it's
sense.
Psychiatric?
yeah? But do you guys think like maybe they don't know they're dead and they're just reliving? I don't know.
For a whole
Maybe.
time?
Oh man, that's crazy. I would literally,
No.
yeah, no words.
So that's crazy because there's stories of like people saying, "Oh yeah, they were always working their whole life alone, and come to find out, like let's just say like like at a cemetery, right, where they're just trimming the stuff at night or whatever, doing whatever they got to do at night. They're out in the field just doing stuff, saying hi to someone, and them not noticing because they're just doing their job and just paying attention to that, just to do a double take, and the second they double take, whoever, whatever, wherever it was is gone. There's like nothing there, and then trying to flash the light, trying to find who the heck it was.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, that would be the point where I'd be like, all right, I'm clocking out, I'm heading home. Hell
Eight.
no,
Bye.
I'm out. Hey chat, real quick, do me a favor, smash that like button because you know why.
Bye. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. No,
Hmm.
but yeah, I think those are the stories we have for.
And the stories we have that, was Reddit scary stories, right?
Mhm.
That's insane. Hey, well, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I mean, something different. Just video
Hopefully, we
people.
make more lives rather than just recorded videos. But see you guys on the next video or live. Thank you, Zen, for coming through.
No problem. Thank you guys for having me. I've been your friendly neighborhood weeb, and the one other thing I'm gonna say is chat. Smash that goddamn like button. You guys already know. And hit the bell notifications. You know, every single goddamn time Spooky Tales and Cocktails has a scary story to tell you guys, all right?
Ooh, are we that scary? But
Oh man.
yeah, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate for whoever showed up and new ones coming in. Hi, my name is Lupe and this is Jasenia and that's Zen Taco. Hopefully Zen joins us in another episode and yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one, guys. Bye. Have a good night.
Yes.
Uh,